Hello, 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 hello. Let me post a link to this everywhere where it needs to be. I was like, oh yeah, at like noon, I said to myself, oh yeah, I'll stream at like 2. I'll be able to like have plenty of time, and then like I just completely forgot. So I'm like 4 minutes behind when I was meaning to start the stream. But it's fine. I just post this in the 2 places where I post it. Alright, wait for people to come in. You might be wondering why are the keys like this, and I will explain that once more people join. Uh, right now, the way I have the camera set up is uh, kind of has this on the edge here. I want to see. I'm not going to be doing much in Ableton. Just going to be noodling around with this layout. It's crazy that this works and that this like actually makes something useful. Alright. Just wait for a few more people to file in. I don't need like a ton of people to be here. I just want to not be explaining into the void. Okay, whatever. Maybe I should just like explain what's going on here, and then if people ask later, then I can explain. So this is a just intonation scale that I found like a while-ish ago. Oh wait, did I forget to hit low latency? No, I forgot to hit low latency. Wait. Ah! Gosh dang it! I got put on normal latency. This is why I really shouldn't try to. Why I should really allow myself time to get ready. Oh, this is tragic. Now the chat's gonna be like way behind. Yeah. But yeah, this is a 24 note scale that I found a while ago. And I was thinking, hey, if I was going to like design a keyboard that would work well for this scale, what would I do? So, what are the properties of the scale first off? So, it's a 24 note JI scale, and you might expect, oh yeah, when you have major thirds, like you're gonna have some just major thirds when you go like 8 steps, because that's like double the size of a normal major third, and then maybe some just minor thirds when you go 6 steps. But no, they're actually both mapped to 7 steps. So you can play it like this. And, uh, yeah, basically, uh, that's how that works. And then your sub-minor intervals are like, so a sub-minor third is like 5 steps, and then a super major third is like, uh, what would it be? It would be like, my brain isn't braining right now. It would be like 9 steps, I think. So basically you get your subminor intervals that are the size of a perfect fourth, and your major and minor intervals, which are the size of like a perfect fifth. And then if you want an actual perfect fifth, that one is kind of shaped like a major ninth. So this actually works really well. As you can see, like all of those like were fairly simple movements on this keyboard. This actually works really well on just like a standard keyboard. You don't have to like do any shenanigans. Because I was trying to think, hey, if I could like build a keyboard that would be ideal for this, what would I do? And I was like, okay, I could do like something that is hemipythor basically has, it's kind of like something built by splitting the octave in two and then splitting the perfect fifth in two, because then you can basically get both, splitting both the perfect fifth and perfect fourth in two, and that's kind of how the scale works with like to get subminor and major and minor intervals. And I was like, oh yeah, so what layouts would that generate? There was going to be one where there were like 10 white keys per octave, and then another one where there are going to be 14 white keys per octave, and that one is literally the same as just your standard like diatonic normal layout for this. So it's really awesome. Also, so this is a 24 note scale, like on the full chromatic keys. And, oh yeah, octaves just look like double octaves. So yeah, basically everything is twice as large as it would normally seem to be. On the white keys, if you just play the white keys, it actually becomes a smaller 14-note scale, which is very similar to Straw, the 24-note just intonation scale. It's like kind of like a condensed version of it. And then the black keys kind of like fill out like some perfect fifths on either side of that scale. So, and the great thing about the 14-note scale is if you play every other note of it, you just get like nice diatonic stuff. I keep on messing this up. So if you just go every other white note, this is normally how you would like build chords if you're were in 12, but here this kind of like builds out your thing here. I still haven't explained what the colors are. I might need to grab the just intonation scale real quick. Okay, wait, no. That's still on Ableton. So this scale kind of has a lot of perfect fifth connections. If you don't know how to read this, it's not that important. It's just one way to visualize a just intonation scale. Basically, anywhere that like two notes are kind of like connected horizontally, that's like a perfect fifth connection. Anywhere where they're connected kind of vertically like this, that's a major third, and then these diagonals are like 7/4 or a like the harmonic seventh, which kind of will show up in like some nice like barbershop seventh chords, but also like subminor seventh chords. This is just a way to like visualize this. And you could see that there are like 4 different like rows. We have this like one row or the kind of root, and then you go by perfect fifths. Then you have the 5 row to where you have like stuff with the 5, and then you either multiply or divide by perfect fifths. The 7 row, and then the 35 row. These are what the colors here correspond to. Everything here. So right now I have this kind of like where the scale is rooted on G, because I figured that would be the best place to like put it so the white notes are. And so basically, what was I going to say? Uh, right. So you could see this one's yellow. So I'm coloring this root yellow. And then anything like a perfect fifth, this is like a perfect fourth away. So this is also yellow. Perfect fifth away, this is also yellow. It's like 9 or 8 major second away. We have these intervals. All of these are just like kind of like on one strand of fifths. Let me figure out where the bottom one is, and then I could kind of just do like a stack of fifths up. I think it would be probably here. Yeah, so like that type of thing. So that's all the yellow notes, and then basically you get these other like chains with the red notes, which are going to be like major thirds away. So if you play like a yellow note, which is this like root, and then a red note, like spaced, what looks like a perfect fifth apart, but here it's going to just be a major third. You get a major chord, yay! And these, like if you start on a red note, so if you start on a yellow, then go a red, and then go a yellow, all stacking by like these like these thirds that are kind of shaped like fifths. Then you get, if you start with red, then go yellow, then go red. Then you get minor. Yellow, red, yellow is major. So this is because major and minor chords are kind of like have the same shape, meaning like if you just like didn't have the colors, you wouldn't be able to tell like whether a chord like that was like this was going to be major or minor before you play it. So this kind of like helps visualize that. Also, you could see here the blue things. This is like the 7 row, so if you go a perfect fifth above, you'll get to the 35s. So if you go a kind of this chord that it goes like blue, purple, blue, that's always major. And then if you go purple, blue, purple, and that's always minor. Yeah. So that's how that works. That's how all of this is laid out. I want to see if I can like noodle around and get this to work now that like I figured out this like works so well with just your standard normal diatonic layout keyboard, but it's like all kind of functions so differently. Oh, I should also note this also helps you like realize where your wolf intervals are. So if you go a perfect fifth, it's going to be yellow to yellow. Whenever you're staying on the same color and going by like fifths, which are going to like shaped like these major ninths, you are going to get just normal, nice, perfect fifths. Here, this is blue to blue, purple to purple, red to red, yellow to yellow, blue to blue. But then here we get this like purple to yellow. This definitely isn't a perfect fifth. So yeah, whenever you don't have two of the same color, then that's where you get a what we call a wolf fifth. And I think that would show up between this interval and this interval. is where I think that's showing up. Okay, I just did the full explanation, but only one person was here. But that's mainly if people are going to be watching this stream later. I know a lot of people are going to still be. I know Yo Variable is going to still be in school right now. But I hope she stops by. But it's really cool knowing that this works now. And knowing that, like, this is, like, the scale is way more accessible and playable than I was originally thinking. Just doing that already, like, just sounds really cool, and we're just playing these little, like, diatonic shapes. Oh, so I feel like once I spend more time with this, I'm going to also be able to, like, spot intervals better using these colors. So, like, for example, if you just go, like, by single chromatic steps, you sometimes get these, like, semitones, which are pretty dissonant, and you sometimes get these weird, interesting comma steps where basically the interval is so small to where it kind of sounds more unison-y. Like, so this would be like that. And I think you can actually predict whether or not you're going to get a semitone or a comma step just by looking at the colors. Like, for example, I think, like, red to purple, this is going to be, like, that 28/27 semitone, and then this is, oh yeah, this is also going to be that same semitone. And then if you go the other way, so, like, yellow to blue is like that semitone, but if you go blue to yellow, then it should be that 64/63 comma step, I think. Yeah, so that's always going to be the case whenever it goes blue to yellow. And then whenever it's yellow to blue, it's that semitone. Yeah, that's cool. I call it a semitone, though it's really more like a, whatchamacallit, it's like 60 cents-ish. So maybe it's like a, I don't know, a 2/5 tone. Well, that would be 80 cents, but I don't know. No, it would be more like a third tone, I guess, not a semitone. I really like how this is like more intuitive than I was thinking it would be. I see that there's one concurrent viewer. Hi, hello. True. True, yeah. I should maybe make a video on this scale, because it's such a good scale. Or I could use this as a thumbnail and then get 0 views. Me when the lattice. Okay, okay, there we go. Cue the Mark Rober music. Who will win? Microtonal scale versus bucket of lava. Yeah. I think doing like that arpeggiating motion is like really cool. Right now, maybe I'll put that in the song. Right now, it's kind of like going like this. Oh, sorry if it takes me forever to respond to your chat messages. I forgot to change the stream settings to low latency, so they're like on normal latency, which is like really slow. So there's going to be a lot of delay between the chat and me, unfortunately, because I'm kind of an idiot. Thank you. Oh, also, were you here? Were you the one concurrent viewer that was here for the explanation, or oh, this will be like released whenever I finish it. I don't know. I've been kind of like working on it for not too long. Okay, then maybe I could give you like a brief rundown again. Uh, Shout out to whoever that one concurrent viewer is who like stayed for like, who stayed for like 15 entire minutes. Uh, so basically this scale is awesome and it's good. Explanation done. No. uh, Hang on. Let me recenter myself. So this is a 24-note just intonation scale I came up with a while ago. And so that's what it sounds like if you play it like chromatically. You kind of get these semitones, you get some like these like more semitone sized intervals, and then also some comma sized intervals, which sound more like kind of like detuning of the same note. But so that's if you just go stepwise. And so this is a 24-note just intonation scale, and you might like expect, oh, a 24-note just intonation scale. You might get some like just major thirds if you go like 8 steps, some just minor thirds if you go 6 steps, and oh, just intonation is basically tuning based off of pure ratios. So like, for example, like just imagine like a bass frequency that's like that's like beating once. That's like going once per second. That would be like inaudible, but imagine that. And then uh, like you could, or like going at however many hertz, like 440 hertz, let's say for example, you have like just intonation would be tuning basically based off of pure ratios in relation to that note. So like a perfect fifth would be in a 3-to-2 ratio. A just perfect fifth would be in a 3-to-2 ratio, and that would be going at like 660 hertz. A major third would be a 5-to-4. That would be going at like 550 hertz, etc. And so basically, it's just tuning based off of like pure integer ratios, and then you can make scales that are just like a list of intervals. And then what this lattice is, wait, hang on. Whoops, dragged the wrong thing. What? Oh no. Okay, no. Wrong thing again. Okay, what this is a way to visualize those connections of intervals. So if you go horizontally, yeah, let me just quickly whip up. Let me cook up an epic 12-tone JI scale real quick. Okay, here is a boom. So here we have like the ratio 16 over 15, 9 over 8, 6 over 5, 5 over 4, 4 over 3, 45 over 32, 3 over 2, 8 over 5, 5 over 3, 9 over 5, 15 over 8, 2 over 1. And just play some of that. Yeah, JI, am I right? What this is a lattice. It's a way to visualize the connections of the notes. Here we have, if you go horizontally, that's always a perfect fifth connection going by threes. So like multiplying by 3 and then octave reducing and then multiplying by 3. So anytime you multiply by 3, you go this direction. Anytime you divide by 3, you go down that direction, or I guess left that direction. Going by a major third or multiplying by 5 to get 5 over 4, that goes vertically up. So going up, you go up by a major third, and then going down, you go down by a major third. And then from this, you can get any interval with ratios like 3 and 5 and also 2. You should tune the piano to this scale. I think it would be based. True, you should tune this justly. Yeah. If you're really based, you can do the epic, an even epicer scale. Let me just replace this with a 28 over 27. Replace this with the 7 over 6. Replace this with the 14 over 9. Just replacing all the minor intervals with sub-minor ones. So this scale is just the same, a similar scale, but you place the, whoops, let me just remake that scale real quick. The speedrun method of making that scale. So you replace the minor intervals with sub-minor ones, which are very pretty. And you can see we also have a new dimension here because we're adding a new prime number into the mix. So we added this extra dimension for whenever we move by a 7, and that kind of goes like backwards. Yeah, you should upload the entirety of the ZenWiki to your Neuralink. All right. It's just all the new dimension means is that you were kind of like incorporating a new prime number. It's not. This is just our way of visualizing the scale. This is still a 3D scale. This isn't a 4D lattice yet. Don't worry, we haven't gotten into the really cursed stuff. I haven't really written any pages. I have added a few JI scales I found to the wiki. Like, let me just, for example, I just added like this. No way. Is that the scale on the keyboard right now? Okay, so anyways, I think you asked the question a few times. If it's a 24 note scale, can you just play every other note? And like do stuff that way. Well, this scale is a little weird. Let me just try to do that real quick and see what happens. So, I'm gonna start here. To go at perfect fifth, we would need to go double the normal distance. So we would need to play a. Oh, sorry, I have this off screen right now. And we would need to go double distance to play a like to go two perfect fifths up. And then for a major third, we would need to go what would look like a minor sixth. That's not quite a normal major chord. So this scale is a little weird in the fact that it maps major thirds to 7 steps, which if you were working in like 24 Ito or 24 tet, 7 steps would normally be a neutral third. Though here, this is just where kind of like the major and minor thirds are placed. So here, boom, we do that shape to do a major chord. Also, same sort of shape as a minor chord. Stacking two perfect fifths. So that's the weirdness of the scale, and that is the thing that makes it work so well on the like this keyboard. Like 24 Ito would be harder than this. Like, so let me just grab 24 Ito. Like, it wouldn't work as well on a like this layout would literally be not as good for like 24 Ito. Let me just drag this in. Because like if I tried to play the same way where I do like this, that's no a neutral chord, but so you would have to play it like this. And it doesn't work as well. So because of the weird quirk of major and minor thirds being 7 steps, guess what? Normal piano layout has a lot of 7-step intervals on the white keys because that's normally a perfect fifth, which you stack to make the diatonic scale. So you just have a ton of these. That are really easily accessible. And the other cool thing is that sub minor thirds are 4 steps. That's crazy because you also, or sorry, not 4 steps, 5 steps. So that's like would be the shape of a perfect fourth normally. So you have really easy access to like sub minor chords and also like conversely super major chords. Here is a sus chord moving to a super major, moving to a normal major, if you want to hear the difference between all of them. But yeah, basically you get really easy access to it. And if you just play the notes on the white keys, you actually get a smaller scale, not the full 24 note scale. You get a smaller 14 note scale, which I discovered around the same time I discovered this full 24 note scale. And the 14 note one is also great on its own. And a cool property about the 14 note scale is if you play every other note, you basically get a diatonic scale. So we can just play every other white note. That means, and that gives us easy access to diatonic stuff, and that exists everywhere, all over, everywhere on the white notes. And that's actually what I was arpeggiating earlier, because you can kind of just like mindlessly so crazy stuff. It's crazy how well this works on this. So it's not 14 tone equal temperament. It's just a 14 note just intonation scale. So basically, this whole scale is just a collection of intervals that were like handpicked to become literally perfect. It's literally the best scale ever. No, but I feel like my mic is too loud. It looks like it's clipping sometimes. I don't know. Let me put that down like a decibel and a half below what it is right now. Hang on. Properties. Wait, no. Why is this so annoying? Why is it in advanced? It's like not even that advanced. Okay. We're going to go to 2.4 because it's a 24 note scale. Okay, there we go. I just want to make sure that like the balance between the computer audio and then this is like good. Yeah, it's awesome, and it's good, and it somehow just works on a normal like halberstadt keyboard, really well. Oh, Lion Blaze. I just realized I haven't fully explained the colors. I don't think. The colors kind of will help you see. Remember how I was saying earlier that like major and minor chords are kind of like given the same shape. Uh, oh, I wouldn't recommend starting with this scale. Probably if you're going to do like a microtonal instrument, I would start with like finding an Edo that you like, because Edos are like equal divisions of the octave. Equal tunings are kind of like very intuitive. And you don't have to deal with the whole like unequalness, and you don't have to deal with like wolf fifths. And yeah. I honestly just play around and then I don't know. I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with pan flutes to know like if like a larger amount of notes would be like easier to do. 19 is a really nice intuitive Edo to start with. Uh, but if you wanna, yeah, I would say 19. If you just want like kind of like something that's going to be intuitive. I mean, I would really say this is like the more annoying answer, but like just mess around with a ton of different like tunings and find the one you want. But if you want like just to pick one and stick with it, then I don't know. It's kind of tricky to say, but if you want one that's going to be like easy and intuitive to learn, 19 is definitely going to be good for that. 17 can also be interesting. If you really like are into melodic stuff, then 17 can be really interesting because it kind of like has several properties that make it melodically very strong, such as the fact that its semitone is like slightly smaller than the one in 12. Like its minor second is like 70 cents, giving it like a little bit like extra pull from like a normal semitone, and then it's kind of like in a perfect range because if you keep going smaller than that, then it almost loses some pull because it starts becoming like sounding kind of like a retuning of the same note. But and then also its like major second is going to be like a little bit sharper, so it's a little bit brighter, and you can get like kind of more energetic stuff out of it. And then you also get access to neutral seconds in there, which allows for like a whole new world of like microtonal exploration melodically. But then so 17 kind of like is an expansion on 12 melodically. I think 19 is like kind of an expansion on 12 harmonically, because 19 uh, you tune your major and minor thirds closer to just intonation, and you also get two entirely new harmonic intervals. With 17, you get an extra neutral third, and but neutral thirds are kind of like prickly and tricky to work around. But 19, you get two new things. You get a sub minor and a super major third, which allows for like new harmonic exploration. Uh, and but I don't know. I feel like pan flutes are like monophonic, right? You can't like play chords. I guess you could arpeggiate them. 17 is really cool. So 17 might be the best bet. I don't know. I really don't know much about pan flutes. I'm just like imagining a regular flute. Yeah, but 17 is really nice. Let me just open up something with 17. Maybe try to show off some of its niceness. Do I have anything in progress in 17? Oh, I know. Okay, I'm not playing that song that's in 17. I don't think that's a... Oh, wow, yeah. That's cool that you can get like that accurate. Okay, what do I have that's like 9? It's like 17. Da. I have like this from a while ago, which like went nowhere. Yeah, I think 17 would be great for that. Oh, now I'm excited. Yeah, 17 gives you a lot of room for exploration. Oh, also you can do like extra little chromaticisms that you can see I'm doing here. Okay, good luck on the pan flute. That sounds really cool. I'm like really excited about that. Alright, keep on getting sidetracked. The goal is to noodle around on this. I didn't spend like half an hour coloring pieces of tape to put them on a keyboard for nothing. I think I would feel very insane if I don't do anything with this. I want to see if I can like figure out how to like do good harmony. I might just stick to the white notes and then use black notes to like avoid wolf fifths. So like where would we do it? Like, oh yeah, instead of this, playing this. Okay, so that shows up there. Or I guess I could. Alright. Music, am I right? I should think about inversions as well. So like there, okay. That was okay, that's more intuitive than I thought. Play something cool. Uh uh there. Epic. Maybe I should just like try to record a little bit. Let me make sure I mute these so I don't get like jump scared by that. Just like doing the things where I don't want to show this to you a variable. It's like she actually knows how to play piano. I wonder what she'd think of this. Keep on messing up your video. Why do I have this piece of tape on my finger? Oh, that's the chord I love. Yeah, I suck at piano, so the problem I have is that I play black notes way too loud because I think like they're higher up, so you can hear like this note being like that's how I should be doing it. But this is just getting played way too loud. Oh, I was recording all of that. Whoops. Okay, let's hear the epic playback. Yeah, no, that sucks. I mean, it's cool arpeggios, but like, man, I could be better at playing them. Beautiful. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I could work some more on the song, I guess. So, oh, I just resized something. I don't know what it was. Okay, if I can minimize this, and then like, go like, whoom. No way. Wow. Okay, and then size this way down. Okay, now I can work on this. Am I out of frame? Hang on, maybe I need to double check this. Wait, wrong thing, hang on. Wow, da, 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 da. Okay, there we go, that looks good. Alright, now time to do this. Oh wait, this is going to... I just realized this might be a problem. So dumb. So what comes after this? What is going to be a good thing to do? I hate that I do it this way, because now I actually have to think. I hate thinking. It's sort of my least favorite activities. Hurrah! Maybe I could just, like, see how this does, and then... voice it more quarterly. Okay. What should I do up here? It seems like a 4/3 could work there. I don't think a 5/4 could work. I could try it. I mean, it works. I think I would rather see some motion. Oh yeah, that's better. That sounds better. And I shouldn't fall into the habit of like only playing literally just the chord after doing this, because that would be a bad habit to fall into, because that would make the rest uninteresting. I woke up at like 10 today. Like I slept in late because like I was staying up like attaching the pieces of colored tape to the keyboard to color code everything. At least I was being productive and wasn't like wasting my time on YouTube. Because that's what I hate. It's just like when like you should be sleeping, but then you're just like sucked into the YouTube black hole. Okay. I think we moved this down here. If we could do something else here, like... I'll just like copy it so I don't have to memorize it and then do something interesting with it, hopefully. What if that moves there and then this moves up as well? Like there. Like that could be good, maybe? I don't know. We'll see if it's good or if it's horrible. I'm hoping it's good and it's not horrible. If it's horrible, things aren't good. Yeah, I think it works. Thing is it better if this is actually down here? That sounds really pretty, and I don't know why it works. I think it does. Well, it should work, but I don't know why it gives that exact sound that it does. My guess is this movement between this and this. I mean, it's a lot of nice interval movement. That's good. That's a good thing. Yay. Alright. Let me actually move. Preventing my range of motion. so true. Dude, what if I did like a... Man, that probably wouldn't even be good. Yeah, no, that's boring. I don't know why I thought that would work. Amazing. Maybe I should work on something else. I could work on that 1980 thing. My brain is just kind of like, ugh, right now. Maybe I should finish this. I only have like 4 more things to go. Stacks of fourths sound so cool. Like, it's just like a woo. They sound very hazy. Oh, I have no clue what to do. Maybe I should do some ear training after this. I'm kind of like creatively like dead right now. Which makes it kind of hard to do music, I think. So true. That chord is so true. I think that could move down there, and then what could work up here? Probably this. That would be boring. I think that would probably work best. Why did I just like play one fraction of a second of an aim and break? No, that sucks, actually. That's actually horrible and bad. What if I do this? I kind of like that. I think sometimes a problem when I work with just intonation is I can be like sometimes a little bit too analytical of like, oh yeah, these intervals work together because they're in a simpler ratio. La da 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 da. And then I kind of forget like sometimes just going by ear is the best practice. When my theory brain gets in the way of my music brain. I wonder if... Where was that 7/6 right there? Did this work maybe? No, that also still sucks. I'll just like go with the thing that like kind of worked. That could sound cool, maybe. Just have to see how it actually sounds. Yeah, it works, it works. Yeah, after this, after I just like finish up the last 3 bars of this, definitely gonna switch over to like ear training or something that requires less like creative brain power. It's really weird. It's like kind of unpredictable whether or not I'll like be able to do anything creatively. It just sometimes just either works or doesn't. Oh yeah, that should work well, I think. Okay, 2 more things. And I think the last one should be easy because it should also just be a stack of fourths. Da-da-da. Yes. So that should work well, I think, probably. Hopefully, maybe. Wait, is it 35 over 24 at the top? I am working within a 24 note microtonal just intonation scale that, it's has a lot of notes. Yeah, it's a silly goofball scale. Reverb. Me when the reverb reverberates. Oh yeah, that note could work. That would be a silly goose way to do it, but I think it could work. No, it's too silly goose, it does not work. Gotta be slightly less silly goose. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do some ear training now. Let me just pull that up. Thank you. I've been making music for like, let me think, either 4 or 5 years. I think like 4-ish, maybe. So that's what there is for now. I'm going to save this, and then I'm going to do uh, some ear training. Yay, we're gonna do 31 equal divisions of the octave, 31 tone equal temperament. Let's go! Let's see how rusty I am. I'm getting like one off of every single thing. Oh, okay. Oh. That's definitely subminor. If that's normal minor, I'm going to lose my mind. Okay, good. Uh, that's definitely that. Um, yay. 68th out of 115. Have I been dethroned from... Oh, wait, someone has been... Oh no, Yo Variable has been running it. I used to be in 17th place, but now I'm all the way... No, I'm on the 3rd page now. This is horrible. I must take my vengeance. It's not fair. She has perfect pitch. Having absolute pitch should get you disqualified from doing this. Oh, I was completely wrong with that. Super major sixth. No, neutral sixth. Okay. It sounded like an off major thing. What is that? That's one of these two. I'm gonna go this. Okay. Yeah. Perfect pitch is scary. Like, imagine just hearing like a like a drop of water, like a and then being able to say, ah, yes, that's like an F half sharp. Yeah, it was. I recognize that that was like a slightly off fourth. They didn't get the right direction though. Um. starting to actually like do decently now. Mm. Oh no. Okay. 70-second. Okay. This is a goofball run. Oh wow, I nearly tied one of my previous things. Yeah, whenever I get a bad run, I just put my name as goofball. Don't want to ruin my reputation. Oh, okay, that ruined my reputation. I was slightly off. 72, I haven't done 72 in a while. 72 is kind of fun because it's like way too many to like go based off of vibes, and you kind of just have to go based off of like, this kind of sounds like a sharp version of this interval. Um, 667 or 650? 650. 767. Oh. Yeah, no, I guess that was true. Um, 850. Okay, no, I'm doing horribly. Octave. Oh, there was a slight bit of unison on it. Gosh dang it. Mm, I'm gonna lose my mind. Why am I doing so poorly? Okay, no, I'm rage quitting. Ah, normally I can do better than that. Um, what should I do? Should do 15. 15's a nice tuning. I remember I was, for some reason, really struggling with like mistaking these neutral seconds for like minor ones. Um, oh, okay. Yay, okay. Oh, I forgot that it was like this. I just have another run into this massive cluster. I don't know why it's like this. I'm so consistent with like the scores that I get on this. I like can't make it to the first page. I've gotten so many that are just like all in a row. I think basically almost all of them are in a row. Oh, there's Edward last place. That's definitely not me. Definitely not me. But yeah, I don't know why I get uh why all of my runs are just like right there. What do I have to get? Do I have to like do significantly better to Oh, I've gotten pretty close to I've gotten really close to getting on. I was 1 second away from or 2 seconds away from getting on getting 10th place. That's horrible. I wonder if I can beat your variables. I don't know. She's just gonna reclaim it anyway because she's like overpowered. Oh, just gotta not get thrown off. Uh, when I get one wrong. Oh, I just popped off. I just like popped off out of nowhere. Okay. Ah, that feels good. Yeah. Woo! Ah, that's great. Abnormality. Yo, I beat your variable. Okay, that makes me very happy. Finally able to escape the cluster. Ah, yay. All right. It's been like an hour and a half, almost exactly. Maybe we just end the stream off here on this strong note. I don't know. Is your variable? Uh, Here. I DM'd her. I want to see. I could probably just show her the thing in a call. I don't know. But yeah, really great year training run. Yay! I'm 7th place now. If your variable sees this, she's probably just gonna like instantly obliterate that. Okay. Um, have I really run 19 that much? It's gonna be like in the very back because a lot of people do this. What was that name? Piss worm. That's wild. Oh, there I am. Oh, also there's someone who's like does ear training who has dubbed themselves Eager Toilet, which is a wild name. Wonder how well I could do on this. It was like 3 perfect this in a row. Oh, okay. I got psyched out because there were too many in a row. There we go. Is this better than my other run? Oh, right next to it. Slightly better. Slight improvement. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to try to get on the top of this leaderboard because it is very competitive. Leo variable at the very top. Getting 13, wow. In less than 40 seconds. So I guess that's one interval every 2 seconds. That's crazy. Like just a mouse movement alone would it because I've had several times where I'm like moving a mouse too quick and I just like click the wrong thing. But then also being able to hear and react to all of those intervals. I don't know. I definitely can't compete with that. Yeah, so that's why I don't really set my sights on the top of any leaderboard. Though I could maybe one day get on the top of Triple Bowling Pierce because nobody ever does this. Like there are just 3 people here. One of them is me. It's weird how many people run 48. 48 is such a nothing burger of a tuning. I think it represents like kind of everything wrong with the modern perception of like what microtonality is, because it's just like splitting 12 out, like just more times. And microtonality is so much more than that. It's yeah. Okay. I don't know. I think I'll just leave it at the amazing 15 eater run that I got. It's been 100, not 100, 1 hour for 34 minutes. I think I might just end stream. Oh wait, your variable. Wait, hang on. I could maybe. Your variable is typing. Okay. Oh no, maybe I could just do ear training while I wait. Maybe I should try taking my ADHD meds before the stream, because, like, I don't know, I can get very distracted and very, like, wah. But, uh, alright, 22. Let's try this. Epic 22. That's a tritone. That's not a tritone. I said that so confidently. If I had listened to the interval at all, I would have been able to identify that that wasn't a tritone. Wow. What is that? Like that? Yeah. Um, that's certainly an interval. What is that? Oh. Oh, yeah, I should have identified that, yeah. Okay, no, I suck right now. Oh, that was... Okay. Evil noises. Me when I'm evil and evil. I wonder if I could play a video game. What video games do I have? 37. I think 37 was fun. Oh, right. I'm 5th place on 37. Yo, hi, your variable. Oh no, please look away. Please don't take my 5th place from me. Please, please, just let me have this. Uh, yeah. 24 and 48 have all the problems of 12 and are disappointments to their families. Yeah, I mean, 24 can be used in a cool way, but nobody uses it in a cool way. People just use it as like two sets of 12. Uh, yeah, please don't, you're very well, please don't take away my 37 Edo record. But, what, da, 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 da. Oh, also, I was able to get seventh place on 15 Edo. After being stuck in just this like in this cluster of records that like I was so consistently getting scores in this range. This is basically where the rest of the runs are. But then I was able to just like pop off out of nowhere and get seventh place. What's the best Edo? Two. No, that's a tricky question. The best Edo to get into. Best Edo to get into is 19. It is. Let me pull this up. 26 Edo is not a solid start. That is not as intuitive as 19. No, I do not recommend 26 to a beginner. 26 is a great system, though. Just like stuff like 22 or like 41, I would definitely not recommend it to a beginner because tunings like that can kind of get confusing. Okay, where is the thing? 19. Drag this in. I love Ableton. It has the best microtonal support. It's the best DAW ever. Thank you, John Ableton, for discovering Ableton. Just because the notation is easy doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to be easy to work in. Yeah, so I don't know, what DAW do you have? Or do you not do stuff in a DAW? What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for piano. Oh, you're very real. Remind me to show you this thing later and what the tape means. FL and Ableton. Is your Ableton 12? Because Ableton 11 doesn't have the great support yet, but okay, FL is your main. Well, okay, so the way you can do it is basically getting synths or plugins that support microtonality, such as Surge is a great synth, Vital is a great synth, both that have like built-in options for retuning. Just create a .scl file, which is a tuning file, and then drag and drop those in. You can create SCL files on Scale Workshop. Like, let's just say you wanted to do a certain Edo, like 19, for example. You can do 19, boom, automatically makes it for you. And then all you got to do is .scl, and then, yeah, you could have this doesn't matter, just leave it at the default. And then, boom. Now you have that. And then you can, so this is just like a tutorial on how to like do that. I'm going to grab my, where is it, plugins, for example, Surge, or maybe I should do Vital. Vital. Get this opened up. Go advanced, or no, not, wait, is it advanced? Load tuning file, and then get your file in there. So just select the tuning file that you got, boom, and then boom, now you have 19. Would I recommend 17 for beginners? I would recommend 19 more. 17 is another great place to start, but I will probably also talk about 17. Let me just make this something a bit more pleasant. I don't use vital. How do you do a vital? What is a vital? Let me just like make this more. So 19 is great, because it allows you to kind of have all the familiar stuff that you're used to having in 12. So you can have a nice major scale that still exists. Oh, let me drag this over here. And so instead of going like 2-2-1 2-2-2-1, you go 3-3-2 3-3-3-2. So you just have major seconds that are 3 steps and minor seconds that are 2 steps. And this will all have like the same properties. You can build your diatonic chords like normal. Let me move this up. And it will all have the same pattern. Like if you can create a little like scale helper back here. I know you probably like know a decent bit of like theory and stuff because you've been making music for 8 years. So you probably don't have to use one of these normally, but here it's helpful because if you're working something like FL, your piano roll is going to not be showing like the actual notes that are being played. Like here it looks like this is playing C, F sharp, D, which would sound very dissonant if those were the actual notes. Like it would... but here, going like 0, 6, 11 is just how you build a major chord in 19. So, yeah, you can just mess around with this at first. Still get the same exact stuff, still get your diminished chord. So your kind of major scale has all the same structural properties. However, like the notes themselves are going to sound slightly different. And like the intervals themselves, like this major third is like flatter than your standard major third in 12. But it's actually closer to like a just intonation major third. I don't know if you know about just intonation or how that works, but your thirds are kind of closer to just intonation. Your fifths are a little bit flatter than in 12, so you kind of have this trade-off. It's more than it's a little bit more than 12 with extra steps. You can do some cool new things. Major and minor chords aren't your only chords that you get here. I'll get into that. But yeah, you get thirds that are like slightly closer to just intonation, a fifth that's slightly flatter and like not as close. But that's only if you like care about the numbers. So you also get, in addition to major chords and minor chords, you also get subminor chords. So and super major chords. So this is like one above major and one below minor. I really like the sound of sub-minor chords. They have this really pretty kind of like dark brooding. And you can extend this to 7th chords just like normal. You can have some interesting. Here's like a super major 7th. Here, you could do an interesting resolution here. Because your like super major is kind of in between your sus chord and your major chord, like you can kind of resolve the super major third like a like you would a like suspended third or a suspended fourth, and then resolve this like you would the super major 7th like you would a major 7th. So this type of resolution, like going this way, these going in like contrary motion, isn't really possible in 12. So a lot of extra possibilities. Also new like possibilities for chromaticism. So let's say that we just this is going to be like the most kind of boring basic way of doing this, but so let me make this a bit shorter. You can, or longer. You can have an extra chromaticism between like B and C, for example. There's an extra note in between there. Same between like E and F. Yeah, really great stuff. Yeah, so you can have your also, do you want to know about a secret crazy scale that like involves a lot of super major and sub minor chords? If you want, this is the scale they don't want you to learn about. Big 12 doesn't want you knowing about this one simple trick to elevate your harmony to the next level. Music producers will hate you for this one simple trick. Okay. So the scale is basically like, okay, first I should say, interesting thing is with your, like, let's say you just have like a major and a minor third, like normally. If you play both of those at the same time, it sounds kind of bad. But let's say instead you use your super major and your sub minor third instead of like a major and minor third. Well, now the distance between these is now just a major second. So you can get this chord to kind of like work where you normally wouldn't be able to. Now let's see if we can extend this idea of having like both like super major and sub minor thirds in your scale. Well, let's just try to build this out. So we also want to have like our major second and our perfect fourth. If we imagine this is like being like simultaneously a super major scale and a sub minor scale, we would want to just like have like kind of a normal standard major scale type thing, but also or major or minor scale thing, but also with these extra intervals. So we have like gonna have like our standard like major second, which and then our sub minor third, super major third, our perfect fourth, perfect fifth. Then we have our sub minor sixth. We are going to also want to have like an octave and then a super major seventh. And let's also try to add in a super major sixth and a sub minor seventh. So you can go a perfect fourth, fifth up from our super major sixth. A perfect fifth above our sub minor third to get our sub minor seventh, and then a perfect fourth above our super major third to get our they're actually the sub minor seventh and the super major sixth are actually the same note. So this is an interesting quirk of 19, is that they kind of get squished into one of the same note. And this is our kind of resulting scale. And this scale is actually called semi-quartal. Why is it called that? That seems like a random name. Well, if we look here, we can see our subminor third is actually splitting our fourth exactly in half. So we're taking like half of a fourth, and then if we stack this, this is actually how we can generate this scale. Just like your standard like major scale is built by stacking perfect fifths or perfect fourths, this is built by stacking exactly half of a fourth. So when you still get plenty of perfect fourths because you're stacking this interval, it quickly makes one of those. So and then you also get a lot of super major and subminor intervals. So if you want this in steps, it would be like 3 1 3 1 3 1 3 3 1. Yes, this would be semaphore 9, though. I like to call it semi-quartal because I think Tamnam's names are better than temp names. Also, if you want to learn about this, more about this stuff, I would recommend the Zen Wiki, but it can be very jargony at times. This is the Zen Harmonic Wiki. Zen.wiki. Just have to type this in. xen.wiki. This has a lot of documentation about this stuff. I will say this website is more of a kind of like archive and like kind of collection and documentation of like information about microtonality, and not exactly something that it's made for beginners to be able to easily grasp on. I think there is like a few sections here on like beginner introduction, I don't know. But you could just go to EDOs. This shows like all of the kind of like equal tunings. They have like individual pages for them. If you're ever curious about like, let's say, what is 76 EDO for whatever reason. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of jargon here. Yeah. Okay. It can look like kind of like a whole different language to someone who like doesn't already know what this yeah, microtonality is like is the thing that I like about it is that it's genre-less. Like, it's not like a genre of music, it's just like a way of doing things that is like drastically like not explored or tapped into enough. And yeah, I think like people that explore like, I don't know, like you probably might already know about like King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard just like as the most like well-known example of like microtonality being incorporated into like more like standard like music. Yeah, like you could get a whole like boatload of stuff. So yeah, also if you want to know about 17, wait, actually I should say a few more things about 19 that I didn't get to fully. I should just go back to this. So because you have 19 notes, that is not a very divisible number. So like if you stack major thirds, for example, like in 12, that would normally just like hit the octave. But here you actually fall a little bit short of the octave. One note short. because 19 is not divisible by 3. I know, shocker. Same thing if you stack like minor thirds, you overshoot the octave by 1. So kind of like you end up in different places than you would normally. Also, something to note, 19 is not an even number, meaning you don't get just one tritone, you kind of get two things, and they're not like symmetrical about the octave. So what are these two tritones? Well, one of them is, I think the easiest way to understand this is your what would it be? Your 9-step tritone is the one you get in Lydian. It's your augmented fourth. The one going from F to B. And then your other one is the your Locrian tritone, or your diminished fifth. That one is 10 steps. That's the one that you get from wait, how do you... Oh, my brain is just... Alright. What? Oh, right, like that. So this is the one where you go from B up to F. If you want to think about it that way. This also kind of like shows us kind of how we should go about naming notes. Like, here, I'm going to switch over just to Ableton's built-in tuning thing, because they allow you to rename notes. Ableton is really great for microtonality. You can just drop in a tuning, an Ableton tuning file, and then it will automatically like rename everything if you put notes in the tuning thing. And they have a ton of like preset .ascl files that come with it. So let me move this down to see. So if we go if we just like have our standard diatonic scale, name all of these C, D, E, F, G, A, B, then we want the note a like perfect fifth above F, or a perfect fourth above F to be B flat. So there we get B flat here. The note a perfect fifth above B should be F sharp. Yeah, Ableton 11 doesn't have that. Yeah, if you really want to get into this, you might consider like upgrading, because this is really great for microtonality. But then you would also have to be like switching DAWs. You don't have to do that if that's too much. But yeah, so we kind of name notes based off of like how we would name them in 12. Like in 12, you could technically call the note in like in a B major chord. You could technically call that G flat. You could say that it goes like B, D sharp, G flat, but that would be like spelling it wrong. And here spelling it right actually matters, because now F sharp and G flat, like I was kind of like hinting at, like are different notes. So your accidentals are no longer enharmonic with each other. So G flat is above F sharp. So yeah. And then you also, so if you wanted to name all the notes, it would go C, C sharp, D flat, D, D sharp, E flat, E, Then you have one note in between E and F that's both E sharp and F flat. There you get like a new unharmonic thing. Then we get F, F sharp, G flat, G, G sharp, A flat, A sharp, B flat, B, and then B sharp slash C flat, same note, and then C. So notating 19 is really easy. That's what I'm trying to get at. Though, if you're working in FL, that won't matter because you won't be able to like see the note names or anything. But I think that kind of like goes into how intuitive it is, anyways, in a way. Yeah, so I think that's basically 19 in a nutshell. And then, so 17 is kind of the other path, the other branching path that you can take. Where 19, the way I view it is 19 kind of like expands possibilities harmonically, and then 17 like kind of like increases them melodically. And though you can like get new harmony and melody with both of them, though yeah. But I think one is like they're kind of like each specialized for that. So, what is 17? I think first I should say, kind of like 19, you can just build a nice familiar major scale. Here with steps, your kind of like major seconds are 3 steps and your minor seconds are 2 steps. Or, sorry, not 2 steps, 1 step. They're 2 steps in 19. And then you can kind of do stuff based off of that. You can hear like this definitely sounds a little different from 12. In my opinion, I think the kind of like minor seconds here have a bit more pull to them because they're like smaller. Yeah, and yeah, so that's why I say it's like pretty powerful, like melodically, because just alone its diatonic can kind of like have a nice, thing there. And also, in addition to just your major and minor seconds, you also get neutral seconds. And you also get neutral thirds, though neutral thirds are a little bit weird and kind of prickly. It's like the new microtonal interval that like everyone talks about, though they're kind of hard to use. I only use them ever as a dissonance. Like subminor and super major chords can be used as like consonances and work quite well, but I haven't really heard a context in which a neutral chord sounds consonant. Alright, so you get your major and minor chords. Okay, neutral seconds, kind of in between a major second and a minor second, I think are a lot more usable and interesting than and kind of, yeah, they have a very distinct sound to them. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, I know, use a lot of scales that have like neutral seconds in them, and yeah, they have a very I'm trying to like put my finger on like how I would describe the sound of them. They're definitely a bit more harsh in kind of like a pleasant, bitter way. That's how I would describe them. Yeah. And you can just like kind of go a long way just by using all of that stuff. The way we notate this is mostly similar but slightly different, to where your enharmonic notes are no longer enharmonic. However, here if we try to do like a perfect fourth above B flat, we get it here. So it's like directly above A. So we actually get our flats before we get our sharps. So here this goes, just going chromatically, we get A, B flat, A sharp, B, and then C. So I think this is slightly less intuitive to have like D flat below C sharp, though it's something that happens enough to where it's just kind of like this is the way to notate it. Okay, so that's 17 if you want to go that path, though. I would recommend like probably just trying out 19 first. You can get pretty far in 19 and get a lot of new sounds. Is there anything you're particularly curious about with microtonality? Yeah, you're welcome. I'm always happy to teach people about microtonality because I think it's like such an underused like thing. Same with macrotonality. Yo variable, do you want to guess what tuning this is? Okay. Feel free to join the Discord server in the description, so then you can like share the thing you're gonna make. Yo variable, do you have any guesses for what tuning this is in? Also, sorry again, I said this earlier, but I accidentally forgot to turn the stream to from like normal latency to low latency, which I normally change the setting on. So right now there's going to be like a big delay between me responding and seeing the chat. So sorry about that if it seems like there's a huge delay there. It's because there is. It is not 15. It is 9. It's 9. It's 9. I bet you weren't expecting that. Nobody expects the 9 Edo. Yeah, it's I don't know if I've told you this yet, but I'm making an album in 9 Edo. I've said it a lot on the stream, so you probably heard that already, but yeah, it's just gonna be in there. It's just something I've been working on. I want to show how like 9 is still very usable and it's kind of like the best macrotonal tuning, objectively. Besides maybe Bull and Pierce, but that doesn't count because that's something like different entirely. So yeah, right here, I'm kind of doing this like arpeggio, and that I think is highlighting an interesting feature of 9, which is the fact that if you stack 2/4, it makes a major seventh instead of a minor one. So then kind of just going like to the octave and having that semitone kind of existing. I think it's a cool sound. Sounds very underwater. Oh, also there's like a plane, a phaser making cool noises with that. It's much less cool without it. This is kind of like carrying the sound. And there's like, I'm way too addicted to downsampled pianos. It's like becoming a problem. I'm like putting them everywhere. Abnormality deciding whether or not he wants a downsampled piano or a heavily distorted piano in his next song. Impossible decision. Yeah, I'm still going. No. Okay, bye, not a stains. I'm you could see my lack of organization even like just within this. Like I have a ton of stuff that's just like over to the side here. They just keep on like moving. This arpeggio is nice. What's this playing again? It's like doing the thing. I think this is kind of like outlining a major seventh chord if you go like yeah. Oh, I remember there was this thing. This is good. Hang on. I can't remember if this was good or not. This is in 24. It wasn't. I don't know if it was that good.
Wake the fuck up!
it's mostly 12E. Just kind of like using two offsets of sets of 12.
Wake the fuck up this morning!
Yeah, that existed. Yeah, I didn't upload that because it wasn't like good enough. Oh, I was thinking, your variable. I was thinking that Fallen Down could sound like really pretty in 26. Uh, you know the Undertale song. Okay, I'm kind of just like rambling now. Do I have anything that I can actually like work on? There are like some stuff which I just haven't touched in forever. Like, what is this? It just says the lick. I'm guessing. Okay, okay, sure. Yeah, that exists. I guess. There's some things where I don't even like remember what they are. I do not do a good job of like naming or organizing any of my files. What is horror? What's the thing? So just .scl, so let me turn this back on. So just save as .scl right there. This is the most common type that you'll have to deal with. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. .tun could be compatible, but I know .scl is. Yeah. .scl is like gonna be the one that is for most synths. Oh, another interesting thing you can do is if you're ever doing like stuff with like subminor stuff, like this like subminor third, you can kind of use your like standard like minor second to kind of split it in half. Because this is 4 steps and your like normal like diatonic like minor second is 2 steps. So that's another little idea. There's so many little like things that like you could like do that are just like new that like yeah, just like experiment, like find new things. Yeah, just have fun with it. What's annoying though is that playing it is kind of like not the easiest, because all like instruments are basically made for 12. And yeah, as a result, it becomes like oh, that's terrifying. Okay. As a result, it's like a lot harder to do anything. Ooh, I really want to do another tuning speedrun in Zendergarden soon. Zendergarden is a podcast about microtonality. It's like the main microtonal podcast is called Now in Zen. Zen is spelled Xen, and that's my like bigger microtonalist. But then there's also this like sillier, cozier one where like we just like oftentimes get off topic and yeah, just goofball around. And it's called Zendergarden. Xen, and then uh, like the end of kindergarten. Yeah, and sometimes in the Discord server from that, we'll do this thing called like tuning speedruns where we all like nominate one tuning system uh, to like work in, and then we put them all on a wheel. We spin the wheel, and then we have like 30 minutes to make something in who's ever tuning gets chosen. So I think this was one for 18 Edo that I did. 18 is very weird. There are some tunings that are just like weird and very bizarre. 18 is one of them. Yeah, I could maybe just go through a few of the things that were like the speedrun stuff. 28 speedrun. I don't remember which order these happened in. We really haven't done one of these in a while. I think it's just like a lot of these were done during the summertime when people were like less busy generally, and then like the people who are in school like weren't in school. But it would be fun to like do more of this stuff. I mean, I don't think it's gonna like be doable in my server because like that server is way too small. But it's a really fun like activity that like kind of like yeah, it's just a very low stakes way to like just quickly compose something. Maybe I could link the Zendergarden Discord server or just like the YouTube channel. Uh, Here, I'm gonna link it here. Boom! And then the Discord server should be linked in any one of those videos. Okay, so this was in 28, and 28 is kind of, I start out by like, this was another one of the speed runs. I start out here by I just using 7 Edo. 7 is a lovely, like, silly little small tuning that that's not right. Wait, hang on. Oh, whoops. Kind of all has like neutral chords. Think of it like a very uh like a diatonic scale, but all the steps are equal, so you only have like neutral thirds and stuff like that. And then I switched to doing like standard major and minor, which 28 kind of like provides. So I just start out with like only using like a quarter of the notes, and then here using like more of the notes.
I love 28, Ito! Wow!
Forgot about that part. Then next, I think there was, what was the 34 speed run? I don't remember what I did for this. What was this?
I love 34 Eno!
Do I end all of the things like that? It's been like a month. No, more than a month. Like at least 3 months since we've done one of these. 26 run. Let's see the 26 Edo one. Oh, why is this so loud? Yeah, this was nice. I think this is gonna, yeah, this was in 15, 16. I'm too addicted to 15, 16 as a time signature. Yeah. Yeah, that one I think I did a lot of, I think I started with the chords and then spent forever like suffering to make a melody to go along with it because like the chords were kind of weird. Nice. 15 speed run. Alright, this is the one where I had like some scrapped vocals. Okay, good. Those are turned off. Yeah. Yeah, they weren't good enough, so I just took them out. Oh, whoops. Oh, I forgot to play the full thing. Oh, I didn't realize how long this was, because I was just trying to go as quick as possible, because it's a speed run. I didn't realize that this was like a 20-second long intro. So when people like were reacting to it, like they thought I was trolling at first. Here, let me just skip ahead to here. It's not that great. This one more existed. I don't know. What one was really fun? There was a 19 speed. Oh, I don't think that was good. maybe pitch this up. I'm curious. Man. It's like everything is really slow. This could be funny. Do like double speed and double pitch. True. Me when I so true. Okay, I don't know. I think I might. Is there anything else? What is this? What is 9 yippee? I'm guessing it's gonna be something in 980. Alright, it was just various melody I found. This probably already exists. Once you find like a melody that you think is catchy, or like that probably exists. I'm probably stealing that from something. Okay, I think I'm running out of stuff to yap about. So maybe I could do one more round of ear training and then call it. Alright, what do we want to do? Maybe we could do triple Bowman Pierce, because that's the... No, I would suffer with this. This would be pure suffering. Because there are intervals bigger than octaves, which I haven't ear trained for at all, which I probably should. Alright. Epic microtonal ear training begins in 3, 2, 1, go! Full in 3. Oh, I was completely wrong there. That's definitely that. That's a perfect fourth. That is super major third. Could be ultra major. No, it is super major. I was right. It's definitely like a slightly off fourth. I'm gonna guess this. Yes. Let's. Boom. Okay, I was wrong. That was a super major 7. Not a... What is that? Is that this? Yes. Is that a sub minor or normal minor? I'm gonna guess yay. And then boom. Yay. Okay. Nothing to call home about. Also, your variable. What is this? You completely knocked me out of like second page. You got like 3 runs. This is horrible. You ruined my one thing, which was being on the second page of 31 Edo. Now I'm in 21st place, just barely out. I'm gonna have to like pop off again, like, cause this was insane when I got this. Now I'm gonna have to do even better. You monster. You absolute monster. Okay, maybe I could do 72 again. Hang on 1 second. Okay. There we go. Reset score. Okay. Is that a slightly sharp major 3rd? Yes! I was right. It was sharper than I thought, but it was just a standard super major. What was that? Is that like a... Oh, I was completely wrong on there. Is that neutral? Is that like a subtone? Yo! Uh, oh, right, hang on. No, that's what I need to do before I end this. Okay, so this might be too dark to do now, but no, as long as I put something bright on the screen, then it will be fine. What? So you might have been wondering earlier why I sent you an image of a bunch of colored pieces of tape on my piano. But all shall be explained soon. Alright, let me open this up. So, what I found was something really cool. And let me... Hello. Okay, it's all lopsided. There we go, that's fine enough. And then let me switch to something bright. There we go. Sun Wiki is perfect. So, what I found is I was thinking earlier about, hey, if I was going to design like a halberstadt-esque keyboard for straw, what would I want it to be? Well, I was realizing, oh, I know that kind of that the major and minor thirds are mapped to like half of a fifth, and like super major seconds and subminor thirds are mapped to half of a fourth. So a like hemipyth type layout would work well. So like that would be an MOS that would be like, I think, uh, like 4L 6S would be the Tendo version. And I was like, wait, if I want to do this without any double black keys, then I would want to do the like 14-note version of HummyPython. And I was like, yeah, that's gonna be like 10L 10L4S. Then I remembered, wait, the halberstadt layout for the halberstadt-esque layout for that is literally just the same as like normal diatonic layout. So the perfect layout for straw is literally just the standard layout. It's so cool. And let me show you how to actually like play this. Uh, it's amazing. So basically, this gives you on the white keys you have a 14-note subset of straw, and this is a 14-note scale a 14-note JI scale that I found a while ago. And the cool thing about it, it's like kind of like a mini version of straw. Let me show you the kind of lattice in comparison. Wait, if I go over here, I should be able to steal this away. Where is it? It's one of these things. Okay, and then let me move this over to desktop 4. Maximize this, turn on, move this over to the side. So if you look at all the white notes here, like the full thing is straw, and then the white notes are where the white notes are mapped. This like little 14-note scale thing that looks like kind of like a rectangular prism with two little things coming off the end is a scale that I had found previously. And the cool thing about this scale is that if you play every other note, you basically just get nice tone, or Zarlino, two different names for the same thing. Let me go back to here. So if we play every other white note, it's literally just diatonic stuff. Or nice tone, I guess. So we can do this. It's also diatonic. So yeah, really cool stuff. Like major chords are going to be shaped like just like a stack of fifths. Minor chords are also shaped the same way. The way you can tell the difference is the colors. Yay! So this just like shows like which strand of the scale you're on. So all of the like yellow colors are just this bottom like root strand. All the blue ones are the 7. All the red ones are the 5, and all the purple ones are the 35s. And that allows you to see, oh, if I start with a yellow, then go red, then yellow, then that's going to be major. And that's going to be true wherever you have one of these types of chords, and it's the yellow-red level. Did I say yellow-red level? Relo? I'm so cooked. Relo, red, yellow, red, yellow. So also, I don't think it's 442 4442. I'm pretty sure this is like if you play this, that this becomes basically kind of mosh. If you look at the steps individually. But because of the way that major and minor thirds are mapped here, those like neutral intervals from mosh become like major and minor ones, depending on where you are. So I know you are a pianist, and so I don't know if like you could probably like I don't know if you would want to like mess around with this, but I think it's really cool. And I don't know. So I have it rooted right here on G because that allows for like kind of the most the best place to kind of arrange the white notes so that this like this subset is placed in the middle of the scale, so these like other uh, 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 these extra black notes can kind of help you fix like wolf intervals, like for example that. So like if I tried to like do a normal thing here, it would be this would be a wolf fifth, but you can fix it by going with this one instead. Oh yeah, this is I'm just talking about where I'm placing the note. This is C if you actually yeah, this is actually C, but I just am having C being placed on G. Uh, no, 12 steps is now. Oh, you're responding to them. Oh yeah, but 12 steps here is on this scale is always some sort of like tritone. It has to be half of an octave because an octave is a double octave. But yeah, if you have like 20 minutes to like tape the right colors onto your notes, even if you don't, I feel like you could probably like get a lot of exploration out of this scale. Just like root it here so that uh, your root note in the scale that you're kind of like basing off of the ratios off of is here, because that kind of like puts it in the best position. Oh yeah, harmonic seventh chords are shaped like this. Right. Okay. I think with this I might end the stream. I have something to go to pretty soon, but I'm glad I was able to show you this. Maybe you could try to mess around with it on your own time. You don't even have to like necessarily worry about where you root it, but But just like if you just keep on messing around with this scale on the white keys, it should come mostly, or this scale on just the diatonic layout, it should like be kind of nice and natural. Okay. I think with that, maybe uh what is the what's the funny one? I can't remember what Zendergarten episode is the one where user -1 has chocolate chips. Is it episode 5? It might be. I'm gonna guess episode 5. Am I right?
Hello everyone, welcome to Zender.
Yo, I was right!
Episode 5. I am Riffy. I'm joined here by user -1, the chocolate chip eater, D insert number here, Tristan Bay, Ground, Mulberry Mom, Xeno Index, and Dead
Hello.
Shaman. And as mentioned in our previous takes, user -1 is really enjoying his chocolate chips.
Yes, yes, these are amazing chocolate chips, guys.
Yes.
That's a really amazing,
Amazing.
really amazing
I'm glad.
explanation behind your name. I mean, nothing says chocolate chip eater quite like eating chocolate chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm eating chocolate chips, and I'm stimming so hard right now. I'm gonna explode.
Amazing moment. And the moment was so amazing that I sampled it. No way.
I'm gonna explode.
Yay. Okay, now time to actually end stream. Bye. See you later, alligator. Wow, 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 wow.